you as a brother anymore. And it's like,
What?
I just love unnecessary drama. Hey you guys, I just want to let y'all know that somehow this turned into a spoiler review of this books, this show. I mean, yeah, it's just, if you read the books, you should be fine with watching this video, but if you haven't read the books, I don't think you should watch this, especially if you don't want spoilers. But if you do want spoilers, go ahead, because things are gonna get heated. Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm actually struggling a lot trying to make this video because I don't know how to range my words properly to get my point across about this, because I'm getting really passionate about it. But today we're going to be talking about The Summer I Turned Pretty, in which is a series, I'm pretty sure on Prime Video. The book series, what came out like 10 years or something, I'm not sure. I read the series actually last year. I didn't even know it was a show until after. Then I watched the show after, and I noticed how different they were. And at the same time, I feel like season 2 of the show just wrapped up, and I feel like it's just doing the books so much better than the books did, because the books were a little deranged, and I'm gonna talk about that first. I'm not sure if you guys read it, but throughout the course of the books, it's basically about this girl who has this really dramatic glow up. All of a sudden she's just gorgeous, and there's these two brothers who she goes to this beach house with them every summer, in which, because their moms are like best friends. So the first book is basically like a reaction of like her glow up and how it's affecting them and stuff, and she basically always had a crush on one of these brothers, which is the oldest, and then the youngest one is like her best friend. It's just like weird premise from the start, but I didn't think that much of it when I was reading the books, because honestly it's like kind of interesting, and I just wanted a summer book. Over time, the more I think about it, it's just like I hate love triangles when it's in between two brothers. Like, it's just so weird, especially when the brothers are supposed to be close, because I feel like it just really drives apart their relationship, and that's how it was giving in The Summer I Turned Pretty, like throughout all the books. It's talked about in the second book how Jeremiah literally was kind of jealous of Conrad, and which is like the reason he tries to do certain things to like be different or be more like him or something like that. And that's what it felt like. Jeremiah was liking Belly so Conrad could like Ellis, I guess? That's what it was giving. Or like he could treat Belly better because he's the better brother or whatever, and it's just like but throughout the show it's not really giving that vibe. But I'm gonna continue talking about the books because the books were crazy. Second book, let's talk about the second book, because I feel like not a lot happened in the first book. Belly just had like her first kiss and stuff, and she dated Cam Cameron, in which I like Cam Cameron. Me personally, if I was Belly, I would have been with Cam Cameron. Like, I don't know, the brothers are too much drama, and I just wouldn't have been comfortable with ruining their relationship like that. Especially because throughout the books, when I read them, I was Team Jeremiah. Yeah, I know it's not really a popular opinion, because the last book, Jeremiah is not the best. It's just like, I feel like they really ruined his character to try to make it a point that Conrad was a better brother, and it's just like, okay. I'm gonna get into that in a second. The second book was more so of like Belly getting over her crush on Conrad, because Conrad could literally act super insensitive, and he always like, they had like a moment in the last book, and then he just kind of ruined it, and he just started acting really insensitive and being mean to her and stuff. So she ended up dating his brother, and I'm like, it feels like she was using Jeremiah as a rebound, but Jeremiah was using her in the sense of like, oh, I could date her too. It's just like, I don't know the drama, what it's supposed to mean, but that's what it's giving. Yeah, the second book was just a lot of unnecessary drama to me, and honestly, I really had enjoyed the first book when I was reading it, and then I read the second book and I was like, what happened? What happened? And the last book is insane. I don't remember a lot about this book, but I remember the main parts, in which is the fact that Jeremiah and Belly, they were doing together, vibing together, you know. Conrad was still single, and he was still hung up on Belly in this book, like really bad. Like, he wanted her back so bad. And it's always like that with him. Like, he doesn't express himself to Belly, But then when he sees her like upset or whatever, then he's like, oh well, I'm doing this for you, it's all for you. And then it's just like, if you're doing this for her, why are you not being nice to her, if that makes sense? Like, sure, maybe he's being protective. It's just like, you could do better. Nothing you could do better. And that's what I'm saying. Like, in between both of them, they both had their negative aspects. Because, like, I feel like Jeremiah, he's really sensitive too. But it's like at times they both act like babies. And it's just like, Bella, do you really want to deal with this? And it seemed like she does. Because she really, throughout the book, she hopped from guy to guy to guy to guy. And it's just like, I want to support you. It's just like, is this who we are? I think this is who we are. But in the last book, her and Jeremiah, they were doing really good. They were vibing together. They were having a great time. And Jeremiah did something crazy. They were like on break. And he messed with some other girl, I believe. Something of the sort. And Belly was like, even though they were on break, but still I could get it, because it made me mad too. And this was kind of where my perception of Jeremiah started like to shift, because it's like, you for real? Especially after he talks about how bad he wanted Belly in the last book. Conrad basically pops up, and I'm pretty sure Jeremiah asked Belly to marry him in this book, and I'm just like, y'all are in college, chill. It's just a lot throughout this book. And it's really heavy on the fact that I'm pretty sure in the end, Jeremiah and Belly, they were about to get married. And I think Belly called off the wedding. And did she not get married to his brother or something? I could be wrong. But I feel like that's what happened. And I'm just like, what did I just read? There's a lot of drama in this book. And a lot of angst in which I was not ready for. Especially after the second book. I mean, the first book. I feel like everything was just like... Like, it was death and stuff and everything. And I was like, oh. But yeah, I didn't expect that. Throughout the show, they're changing some things. And I really like the changes they're making. Because, like, first season, it was all about this ball. I don't remember. It was debutante ball. And that was not in the books. But I really like the way they're handling the show. I feel like it's handling it a lot better than the books did. Because, like, her best friend in the books, her name was Taylor. And she was, like, horrible. But in the shows... she's still Taylor, and she's actually fine. And I'm pretty sure her best friend in the book, she slept with her brother. And not me gossiping with y'all, but yeah, this is juicy. Not that this is juicy, but in the show, yeah, she likes her brother, but it's more cute and well thought out. Like, her friend is not horrible in the show. Yeah, I really like Taylor in the show. Taylor and Steven were the only reasons I was tuning in this season, because it's like so much drama. And I know they're trying to go based off of the second book in the show, and it's just, I feel like they're showing the way why they act a lot better than they did in the books. Oh my god, I'm sorry you guys, I'm just talking. But it's like it's hard to put my finger on some of the moments. Like, when I was watching it, I was getting really riled up, because it's no way that these characters are saying these things and they're not hearing what they're saying. Like, it was one point in the show where Jeremiah said to Conrad, they got mad over something regarding Belly, and he was like, oh, I don't even want you as a brother anymore. And it's like, what? I just love unnecessary drama. But then they're also making her mom, in which her mom was present in the books too, but they're making her so much more, like, have more character. Because I felt like it was always so weird in the books how Belly kind of low-key hated her mom. It's like, then she really praised Susanna, and it's like, it's your mom now. And I feel like in the show, they're making it a lot more present, her relationship with her mom, and kind of fixing the, I'd say, not loopholes, but plot holes about that. Because I feel like it never got resolved, her relationship with her mom. I'm really excited to see what they do with the last season, because I'm telling y'all, the last book was insane. It was insane. So I'm trying to think if they're going to map it out in the same way. Are they going to change things around? Because by the end of the show, she still ended up with Jeremiah, like, for now. I mean, the end of season 2. I have a feeling, I just have a feeling that they're going to switch it around to Conrad. Like, some people are saying how she might end up with Jeremiah in the show and they'll just be different than the books. But I doubt it. Like, in the book, she always talked about how it was always going to be Conrad, and that's why it just makes no sense to me why she played both sides. You know you like Conrad. You know you've always liked Conrad. I wouldn't say she didn't feel for Jeremiah. I'm just saying that she knew her feelings for Conrad was stronger. So why are you entertaining Jeremiah? There's just a lot of drama though. And that's what I feel about this book series. So if you want drama, please check it out. It's just like, it gets crazy. That's all I can say. And my favorite one of these books was definitely the first book because it just had like good vibes. It was nice, like summer feel. It reminds me a lot of Every Summer After, if you ever read that. But yeah, if you guys like this type of video where I'm just ranting about books and shows, definitely leave a thumbs up. But I really enjoyed talking about this because it's just, this series is so heavy on my heart. I don't know why. It's just the way Belly could not make a choice and all the drama what happened. It's just like, I think about it every day. I'm not even gonna lie. I was watching the show with my friend and we were literally talking about how it doesn't make sense how Belly could not make a choice in between two brothers and she was okay with ruining their relationship. Like, by the end of the season, it's low-key given they hate each other. Like, they can't stand to be around each other, and it's because of the drama you created, girl. It's like, do you not notice that? But that's really all for today's video. I'm sorry I got so riled up about this. It's really important that I had to talk about this. But yeah, I really hope this was entertaining because it was entertaining for me. But that's all for today. If you watched it this far through, I love you, and I'm definitely gonna make more videos like this, especially when the next season come out. Yeah. But that's all for today. Bye.